Welcome back to the channel Future Speed Hub 2026. Today we are going to explore the fascinating journey, history, and legacy of George, a name that has echoed through generations in different forms, whether it's leaders, pioneers, or personalities who carried this name with pride. The story of George is not about one person but rather a name that has touched different times, cultures, and eras, shaping identities and influencing history in unique ways. The name George itself carries a strong meaning, derived from the Greek word, Georgios, which translates to farmer or earth worker. This simple yet powerful meaning shows a deep connection with land, roots, and resilience. Over time, the name has grown far beyond its original roots, representing leadership, bravery, and endurance. When we look at history, we see kings, presidents, explorers, writers, and even cultural icons who carried the name George and left their mark on the world. One of the most remarkable legacies connected with the name is George Washington, the first president of the United States, who played a defining role in building the foundation of a nation. His leadership and vision shaped American independence, and his name has since become a symbol of freedom and courage. Across the Atlantic, kings named George ruled Britain, influencing politics, wars, and shaping the monarchy for centuries. Each of them added a chapter to the long history tied to this name, sometimes controversial, sometimes admired, but always remembered. The influence of George goes beyond politics and leadership. Literature and creativity have also been blessed with personalities like George Orwell, the writer whose works like 1984 and Animal Farm continue to inspire and challenge the way we think about society, freedom, and power. George Bernard Shaw, another giant in the literary world, used his talent to provoke thought and bring forward ideas of change and progress. Both of them carried the name George with intellectual pride, giving it a space in the world of art and imagination. In the world of science and exploration, George and Georgs have left their footprints as well. From astronomers who mapped the stars to innovators who pushed technology forward, the name has traveled through different fields, always leaving a sign of brilliance and persistence. Even in modern times, the name George resonates in music and pop culture, whether it's George Harrison of the Beatles, who changed the face of music forever, or George Michael, whose voice and songs continue to live in the hearts of millions. It's fascinating to see how a single name has been carried through centuries by people of different walks of life, yet in each story, the name connects them through values like strength, creativity, leadership, and influence. George is not just a name, it's a legacy that shows how identity travels through history and adapts to every generation. Whether it is in royal courts, political revolutions, literature, music, or cultural history, George has always stood tall, representing individuals who dared to lead, to question, to inspire, and to create. For many families around the world, naming their child George has been more than just tradition, it has been about passing down a sense of honor and connection to history. The name itself has traveled across languages and cultures, from Europe to America, from Asia to Africa, and continues to remain popular even in the 21st century. It's a reminder that names are not just labels but carry with them stories, meanings, and legacies that live on long after the person is gone. As we reflect on the journey of George, we realize that it's not just about one figure but about the countless lives tied to this name, who have all contributed something to the pages of history. Some were kings, some were revolutionaries, some were artists, and some were scientists, but together, they have built a story that makes George a timeless name. Even today, when we hear the name, it echoes with dignity, power, and creativity. So as we close today's video on the history and legacy of George, remember that names carry power. George is a perfect example of how a name can live on through centuries, shaping history and inspiring generations. From royal palaces to revolutionary movements, from great books to unforgettable music, George has always been present, always leaving a mark. This legacy continues, and perhaps the next George could be among us, ready to write another chapter in this ongoing story. Thank you for watching Future Speed Hub 2026. Stay connected for more amazing stories and journeys from history, culture, and the world around us. I will see you in the next video.